Okay. So what I was
Sure.
asking, have you joined recently, like a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I've joined 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Awesome. So this is your first meeting, first session, right?
Yeah, first session. I missed first 2 sessions. I
Okay,
had some
okay.
works.
Awesome, awesome. People these days are mostly busy, so very less people join the sessions. But anyways, feel free to go ahead and let me know about anything that you want to share or any problem that you are facing in open source or not able to tackle or consuming a lot of your time. So please go ahead.
Yeah, the first thing that I'm facing, like, difficulty around, like, finding the right projects and issues. Like, I explore like many projects, but that doesn't feel right for me. So, what, like, I'm stuck in a loop.
Hmm. So, okay, so that is the first thing. You are not able to find right projects,
Good
basically.
projects, like, yeah, according to my, I don't find it interesting, or you can say, or like that motivates me to set up the project and start working on it.
Okay, so what kind of projects you look for?
Uh, Around Monstack, like that is my expertise in, mostly like to work in backend. My front end skills are not very like good, but I can work on that. But the most of the projects that I explored doesn't seem like appealing, or I can say
Mhm.
मतलब वो बैठ नहीं रहा है, मतलब कैसे बताऊं मैं.
Like you mean
Yeah.
the is it the tech stack or is it the niche or the problem that the startup is working on?
Not the tech stack. The projects that I find interesting in Go. Like you shared the two projects, like EdgeChain and the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the second one I find it interesting, but the problem is that I do not know Go.
Okay. So basically,
For me,
you
five is the
not
second
interesting
Go
enough, right?
language. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
और
So
I don't find the issues to be like that. जिसपे मैं काम कर सकूं,
hmm.
ऐसा कुछ है.
Okay. So so the first thing that is the like interesting projects. So for that, have you checked the YC list? YC start open source startup directory.
Yeah, I explored that.
Uh-huh. So, which projects you contributed? Like you tried to contribute?
I made a couple of list pages.
Sure.
Ajeet, I am an
I am. I'm Anuj.
Hi, Manoj.
So, how it's going, Manoj? You shared your
huh?
progress on DMs, and it was awesome.
Thank you. So it got finally merged yesterday. I think
Hmm.
it took about 14, 15 days.
Hmm.
Um, but it was nice. I spoke to the maintainer as well. He's like, if you want to try it more, I can give you the paid plan for free.
Hmm.
I'm like, why not? So yeah, I'm just asking him to assign more issues at this moment.
Yeah.
But it's at its early stages. It's nice. The founders are actually quite good. Both
Yeah.
have been at
Yeah.
Microsoft for 5 plus years.
Mhm.
And yeah, I just found it randomly on a WhatsApp group.
Mhm.
And yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I
that
think I
happens.
contribute more,
Yeah.
understand more.
Especially when you contribute to startups that are not in very limelight, like not very popular, then it's always a
Mhm.
good thing. Because you don't have to feel saturated because it's not very
Yeah,
popular, so there are not very unnecessary people who are just randomly pinging people here and there.
yeah,
So it's always a good thing.
yes. That's why I didn't share the whole name thing here.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't want people
that's
spamming PR in
perfectly fine.
same
That's
issues.
perfectly fine.
Mhm.
And even though
Yeah,
you,
sorry, Ajit, I can't.
sorry,
Sorry, sorry for interrupting. Sorry for
sorry, sir.
interrupting. Yeah.
No, no, no. I was just saying that even though you share in the Opensox community here, no one will spam it. That's what we have achieved so far.
No, that I'll share actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but again, not an issue. Yeah, man, you can go ahead.
I was saying I lost that list. I think I'm not able to find it right now.
Okay, good. No worries. So what I was saying,
Yeah.
uh, in order to fix your interest problem, for that I would suggest you to target two sources. Number one is YC startup directory, and try to contribute try to look for the startups that interest you most. So you can read their one line description or whatever to judge whether it can that project interest you or not. And the second thing that you can do is visit algora.io. So that is also a good website where you can find the projects that you may feel interested. The reason I'm suggesting you two of these resources, I know a lot of them. For example, some forums and some news channels, not news channels, but Twitter pages that post about open source projects. But the reason I'm suggesting these two, not others, is because if you
Mhm.
contribute to any projects from these two sources, then there are higher chances of getting a good ROI, basically financially, and like the skills and all of that. So
Mhm.
because most of the YC companies are well funded, and is same like most of the Algora companies, like listed on Algora.io, also well funded or making revenue. So they pay their good contributors. If you contribute good enough, then you will have higher chances of getting hired or getting something that will really change your path. So that is the reason I would suggest you to contribute to focus on these two sources, not others. Again, if you find any project that is interesting, as Manoj found without like some random group or some random thing, then for sure do check it out and give it a shot if you feel like it.
Yeah, yeah, obviously.
uh, okay, any other question, Aman, you want to ask?
Uh, like, uh, like let's say if I picked an issue in some project, okay, so should I
Uh-huh.
start directly working on that, or should I wait for the maintainer to assign? Like, should I ask for to assign it to me, or like start working on that and raise an PR?
Okay, so there are two types of issues all the time. Number one are
Uh
obvious
huh.
issues. So these are highly obvious issues. For example, a debugging thing, or a bug, or a UI, let's say, inconsistency. For example, they are using some sort of particular font, but on the other page they are using a different font. Then it's an obvious bug. You can see it. And similarly, let's say they have written test cases for uh, all the modules, but they have forgot to add test case for one particular module. Then it's an bug, and that is pretty obvious that it is a mistake or it is something to be fixed. So if it's totally obvious, 100% obvious, then you don't need to ask permission. Just raise a PR and ping them. That's the first, and these are mostly very easy kind of issues, but they are obvious and they are easy to recognize. The second type of issues are not very obvious, and they are like my voice is breaking, right?
I can hear you properly. Like,
Uh, can anyone else also confirm? Is it clear for you, Shiv and Manoj?
We can hear you, but sometimes there is a like there is a break.
Okay, okay. Let
Yes,
me just.
sometimes it's a break.
Okay, okay. Let me just uh, go upstairs. Just a second. Okay. So actually, I'm in my village. So that is probably the reason. Yes, let me. So
You,
is
your
it
village.
clear? Is my voice clear now?
Yeah, your voice
That's
clear.
better now.
Okay. So what I was saying, for the second kind of issues that are not very obvious, uh, let's say adding a feature that allow a particular user to change their update their email. Now you are not very sure. You know that mostly users like to change or update their emails, but you are not sure that whether the founders or the maintainers will like this idea. So that is not very. Hello, am I audible?
For more than a minute, brother.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah,
Now,
you're audible. But whatever you just said for the past minute, one
Okay,
minute,
okay.
or maybe more than that, we lost you.
Okay, okay. Sorry for that. So let me reiterate. Uh, there are
Yeah, you talking
there are
about unobvious issues.
Yeah, yeah. So there are some other issues that are not very obvious. For example, a feature that allow a user to update their email. So now this particular feature is not very obvious. You don't know whether the maintainers want it or not. You don't know what they think about it. So for such kind of issues, you need to get a green flag from the maintainer. So for that what you do is for such kind of issues you write a brief plan, just a brief plan, a bunch of steps and a bunch of brief implementation that we will do something like this and this is how the email will be updated and this will be the impact of it. It's just happening.
you're not audible properly, Ajit, right?
Okay, just a second, let me check. I think net is good, but just give me a second.
Sure.
I'm disconnecting and I will join right after it. Okay, so I suggest you guys to not leave. Okay, is it clear? Okay, can you guys hear me now? Hello, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, I'm really sorry for that. I don't know. Even though I have good internet, I have no idea like how this thing is happening. Okay, is it clear now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
Okay.
it's clear.
So what we had discussed that non-obvious issues. So was it clear what kind of issues we have to ask for permission and what kind of issues we don't have to ask for a permission? Was it
yeah,
clear?
No,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah.
You just said that there are some type of issues which even maintainers are not even sure that they want to make, and you need to uh, get a green flag from maintainers, and that's the moment when we lost you.
Okay, okay. So now after that, so for the issues, for such kind of issues that are not very obvious, you have to pitch your plan. You have to basically give them a short plan. You can write it in that issues comment itself, and just a short plan, like a bunch of around 8 to 10 lines. That this is how you will implement, and this will be the impact, and this is how we can do it. So once you get a green flag from the maintainer, once they say, okay, that looks good enough, then you raise a PR and fix it. Is it clear?
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay, okay. So that's what we do for these kind of issues, like obvious ones and not obvious ones. Also, there are kind of issues that, in case of non-obvious issues, sometimes will happen that you will pitch your issue or an idea to the maintainer, and they will say we don't need it as of now. So that's totally fine. Like it's totally up to the maintainers.
Okay.
Any other question, Aman?
No, no, that was all.
Awesome, good. And Himansu, please go ahead. what's your journey so far in open source? Oh, sorry, you were learning UI and backend as well, I
Uh,
think, right?
yeah, I just finished today one project, the freelance project.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was doing accessibility testing for a
Mm-hmm. Your voice is breaking. Hello, can you guys hear him also? Okay, is it from my side again?
नहीं आ रही है
Okay, okay.
हेलो
Yes, I can now. Please, I'm really sorry. I don't
yeah
have any idea. I just switched to iPhone. I have no idea like how the internet works in this shit.
uh,
Yeah. So you were doing
कहाँ तक सुना आपने मतलब
accessibility test.
okay accessibility testing for a startup yeah I just finished the work today
Mm-hmm,
um, yeah and about the backend thing I learned till authentication and
mm-hmm.
but I don't think a lot of startups do manual authentication these days. They use services like BetterAuth or Clerk or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
So I guess I need to learn it by myself. And my friend told me more
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Your friend told you what? I might lost the voice again.
Friend told me that backend don't learn backend that much. If you want to go into depth, you can go into databases. That's the thing worth going in depth in.
Uh, yeah, that is true. What I see this thing as I always feel like you should be a
Your
really
voice,
great. Okay, is it clear now?
it's clear. When you ask it, is it clear now? That's the only time it's clear, brother.
I think I should. I think I should add my words between this particular sentence. Okay, so is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear, but I don't know after this if it will be clear or not.
Okay. So what I was saying, I always feel like we should have some strong points. We can do these days. If you're an engineer, then you will do everything. That's for sure. You will do AI, backend, UI, everything. But I always feel like that we should be great at couple of things and at least a few things. So it can be database, it can be backend, it can be UI, it can be anything. If you're really extremely great at one thing, I mean, first of all, then it will always work as a leverage for you in any company you will go or anywhere. Then you know your strong points and your team will know your strong points. So let's say there is a problem related to databases, then people will trust you with the database. If there is a task related to the databases, then you will be the first person that will come into their mind. So I always believe, again, it's just my bias or you can say an opinion, but I always believe that you should be extremely great at one thing and you can be average in other things as well. Because, see, we cannot be expert in a lot of things. So we have to choose what we can be expert in. So it can be AI, it can be classic ML, it can be backend, it can be databases, or it can be memory, it can be anything. But there should be one or two things that you are extremely great at that will like save you, I would say.
That's that are these are the things which has gone through with me this week. Uh, the reason I didn't join the Wednesday or Thursday meeting because I was doing that work.
Oh, okay, got it. We
Uh,
actually we started updates in our Slack community as well. So I would highly suggest all of you guys to put your updates as well, so that also will make you accountable and it feels good.
yeah, yeah, it does. A lot of people are doing great things, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's Satya these days. I haven't seen him since 2 months,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah. He's making he Satya is one of the early users, and to be honest, he's doing really great, really great. He's one of the uh, people who is got he joined very early, I think the fourth or fifth user, and man, the kind of work ethic he has achieved is phenomenal.
Yeah, truly great guy.
Yeah. Okay, Manoj, you can go ahead.
Yes, so I had exams this week, so I really couldn't do much. But I worked on an issue at like I basically found a very niche YC back startup, uh,
Hmm.
which had very less issues and pull requests,
Yeah.
and the maintainers are fairly active in the Discord. So I just picked up an issue, raised a PR.
Mm.
The PR was not reviewed for 2 days. So I went to Discord, told the guy, "I have done this. Can you please review it?" That guy gave me very good reviews. Then I made changes, had another 2 3 rounds of reviews, and then it got merged yesterday.
Awesome.
So that was it. It was good. It was nice.
Cool, cool.
I
That's
learned a lot about how to write code, which I when I was writing code for the first time, I was thinking about code readability because other people will actually use what I've
yeah,
written, and as also making sure I just use the correct, precise words, so the maintainer is not burdened with basically non like yeah, basically being precise in what I want, what I've achieved, and what review I want from him.
yeah. That is cool. Most maintainers use like AI reviewers these days, so they just give it an overview, and
Yeah,
but still that's good enough.
yeah, they're using Devin, but before that, he gave me manual review key. Do this, do that, add this. After that, after like 2 reviews, he used Devin
Mm,
to actually give me another round of review.
that's cool. Awesome.
Also, I have a doubt. Um,
Sure.
the thing is, currently, I have worked with like multiple stacks, but
Hmm.
the problem is I'm not confident in any of them. So I've worked with Fast API, and I've also worked with Node.js. But I lean more towards the Fast API side, but I feel left out when I lean more towards the Fast API side. So
Uh,
I'm really unsure of where I need to focus more on. So it's like
okay.
a perpetual ping pong contest I'm part of.
Mm. Okay, so here is a trade-off that you will have to make, and I can make clear things. I can make things clear for you, and you will take the decision. So, if you choose Node.js, you will get you will be in that group where most people know Node.js and they are in that ecosystem. But the cost you will pay will be the saturation or the competition. So wherever you will apply, you will face lots of competition saturation, because it's a fact that most people are doing one stack and then they are looking for the jobs. So, but if you choose Fast API, that is true that it has comparatively less opportunities than those in Node.js. But if there is an opportunity and you are a great engineer in that particular stack, then the chances of getting that opportunity will be way higher. And if I have to share my personal bias with you, then I would definitely choose something unique, something specific that not most people are doing. Not because I have some sort of narcissism, or have some sort of god complex that I won't do things like all these mid developers, but because I know that if there is an opportunity, let's say you choose something very specific, not just uh, fast API. If you choose COBOL, let's say COBOL developer, and then you may not find very opportunities in these normal markets, but there are, and you know that there are some opportunities, and if you find one of them, then that will keep you way ahead than rest of the market. So I will definitely bet on something that is unique and not lots of people are doing. So, again, as I said, it is my personal bias. I would definitely choose something that is unique, and the feeling of being left out is totally unique, totally fine. And when I left DSA, I was feeling the same. Everyone in my group was doing DSA, so I used to feel very left out. I used to feel dumb whenever they used to discuss some sort of algorithms that used to go over my head. But still, I ended up doing good probably in my career. So I don't regret that decision. So I would say that do something that you genuinely like, and even though you feel left out, that's perfectly fine. Sometimes feeling left out is the sign that you are doing something unique that most people are not doing. So, again, that's a personal bias. You will have to make your own decision.
Yeah, makes sense. And also, I've in my previous internship, I've worked in the applied AI side
Hmm.
where I've built agents with LangGraph, and I want to bet on that. So I want to get better at the applied AI field. So what
Hmm.
do you suggest I build or learn, or because you've been looking at a lot of things on Twitter and you know
Yeah.
people who are in this space, it's a very hot cake market. So what do you think I should build and learn so I can become a really good applied AI engineer?
Okay, so as much as I have talked to some of my friends who are actually AI engineers, and as my like very small part as AI engineer in my last job, uh, the first thing, even though you want to be an applied AI engineer and you want to develop things that interact with the end users, what I would highly suggest, if you have time, then spend 2 to 3 months in understanding the basics. I'm not saying that you learn some researcher level things, you do go deep and write your own neural networks. I'm not saying that, but definitely learn the fundamentals. And I think 2 to 3 months are more than enough if you give 4 to 5 hours a single day and just learn things from the first principles, how the neural network works, how the math behind it works. Again, you have to make a clear boundary between understanding it from the first principles and actually diving deep at very deep. So I'm not saying that you do that. You don't have to go into research. But once you spend 2 to 3 months covering those fundamentals and you have um, what we say a rough idea. I'm not saying that you learn very specific things. Okay, this is where we use this particular function of math. Don't do that. Just learn that, okay, here we use probability, here we use calculus, here we use something like this. So once you have an overview of things, things will become really easy for you. After that, those 2 to 3 months of a foundation, you will be able to do anything in AI. If you don't focus on the fundamentals, then the problem is whenever there will be a new framework, new technology, new method, you will get in panic because you don't know that. So you will feel it completely strange because you don't have the fundamentals. But once you have the fundamentals, that fear of not knowing something, the fear of having something that you have no idea, will be gone. So if I have to give you an example, um, let's say you are a software engineer and you don't learn the fundamentals. Fundamentals means some algorithms and like a basic programming for loops and basic CPU or memory. So what will happen is, again, you can build a career. Many people do it, but they are always in fear. They are always in panic. So what happens is that whenever a next framework comes in, let's say there was Node.js. So far, it was Node.js. Now, Bun.js came into the picture. There are people at 1 and 10 as well. So many people I've seen many people getting panicked. Okay, so now I will not be be able to use my knowledge of Node.js, what will happen, something like this. All of you guys can see this on Twitter if you are active. So, and the reason for that fear or that anxiety is that those guys don't have the fundamentals. Probably, I'm not judging. So, but if they have the fundamentals, they know about RAM, they know about RAM, memory, and all of these things, then they will simply understand that, okay, instead of uh, like single threaded, some of their functions are multi-threaded, and this is how they save memory, this is how they save computer resources. So they will be able to differentiate very easily, and they will not get panicked. They will simply understand that it is a one more abstraction, or it is some sort of like it some sort of other manual parts has been deleted from Node.js, and that is other all the other features are same. So the point is, always have the fundamentals. Even though you go for applied AI, just 2 to 3 months of hard work is good enough. Just math and these things. 3 months are more than enough, and after that you can go into anything. You can go into applied AI, MCPs, or uh, kernel developer, or whatever you choose. But have the fundamentals. Again, that is more of an opinion and my observation. Many people claim that they became AI engineer after some sort of uh, like a cohort, or some sort of 3 month program or something like this, by learning XYZ frameworks or libraries. So I won't bet on that part. I would go for the fundamentals, and then I will gradually go for the abstractions, and not the vice versa.
Yeah, makes sense.
And like, there are countless examples of people who built a career like that. And I have one more observation I have to share, is that these days, stay away from the shortcuts. There are lots of people who will convince you that you can get a 60K USD job by completing this particular course or something like this, and you can build a career. And to be honest, it's really horrific, and I have observed it for a long time, but I didn't share it. Not because the players in this game are too big, and I don't want to get cancelled before even before even growing. So I don't want to name it. Come on, I am recording it. So the thing is, the common
Sorry,
pattern
brother.
is the common pattern is they will make you believe that you can get a job, 60K USD job, remote job, in 3 to 6 months. And what they will do is they will just like teach you the basic frameworks. They will not teach you the fundamentals. They will teach you frameworks and a bunch of open source contributions, and they will help you to get a contract or internship. And once you get that contract or internship, then they will do some sort of they will take your testimonial. They will take you, probably invite you on a podcast, or take your testimonial and add it in their site. Now, after that, they will have no contact with you. Okay, you and both will go in the separate paths. But what will happen is, after one point, your contract will end, or your internship will end, or your job, probably they will not they will, after a couple of months, they will not they will fire you, something like this. I'm not saying this happens with everyone, but with most of the people, I would say 80 to 90% of the people. So again, you are back to being unemployed. But the problem is, your testimonial that you had created out of excitement is still there, and it is still giving hopes to the new students. And this particular chain is keeps on happening. So the people who were unemployed are basically unemployed, is still unemployed after 1 year. But their feedback, their podcast, their testimonials, whatever they had given, is still up there on their sites, on their YouTube channels. Or so people are getting motivated. But in reality, the guy they are getting inspiration from by watching a video or reading a testimonial is still unemployed. So I think it's not fair. It's not like something that we want to do in the community. And obviously, it's a thumb rule. Anyone who says that you can change your life in 3 months or 6 months or 9 months, and you can, like, completely move it from upwards and get a 60K job, move to USA, San Francisco, or even replace Sam Altman, then don't believe those guys. Those are just scammers.
Yeah, makes sense. Actually, it's the same thing. This is the same problem I face. Even though I have like good projects and resume, if
Mhm,
somebody just wakes me up in the middle of the sleep and asks me to explain it, I'll struggle very badly. I'll be just talking in terms of abstractions in very high level language,
mhm,
and I'll fail to actually tell him, okay, this is why I chose to write this software this way, not that way, because
mhm,
I did very less thinking. So the
mhm,
problem I faced, and I am a victim. Not I genuinely chose to do it. Is I in the starting when I was actually trying to code, I used AI a lot,
mhm,
and that messed my fundamentals a lot. So
mhm.
even though I did build software, but my confidence in explaining it and building it again from scratch has gone down a lot.
Yeah.
So I need to shift lot of focus on fundamentals
Yeah, yeah.
and
I
use
think
AI less.
whenever you are learning, there are two types of coding. One is learning, one is producing. So let's say you are producing for your startup, then forget about the learning. There you can't learn because they need the code by the end of the day. So you just push it. You just do it. You check, have the checks, and then you just do it. You just push it. But when you are learning, you make sure you are just learning, you are not in a hurry to push it. So then turn off your cursor and don't even open cursor if possible. But I do because I use that ask mode a lot, and that is a lifesaver for me. And also I turn off the those suggestions. That is also a lifesaver. I am like growing 100x since the time I have turned it off. So in that particular phase, whenever you are in the mood of learning, then just learn. Don't wipe code. Don't ask it to do on your behalf. Then you do it. Then you learn it. So it's same like even though you have a calculator, but in the kindergarten they don't give you the calculator, right? They ask you to do it manually so that you can have the problem solving. But when you grow up and when you, let's say, do some sort of accounting, then you don't do it manually. Then you, even though you know that you can do it, but you don't do it because you want speed. You are in the production phase, so there you just use calculator. So I think that should be the way to tackle coding. We should not mix both of these together.
This analogy actually makes a lot of sense. The
Yeah,
producing and learning part.
yeah, yeah,
That I'll use this.
yeah. Cool. Shiv, please go ahead. Sorry for making you wait for so long. Hello. Am I audible, Shiv? You can write probably if you are not able to. Oh, oh.
Am I audible?
Yes, Shiv. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, you are audible now.
Okay. Yeah, I've not been doing much in open source, and
Hmm.
I'm just on the lookout for a new project to work on, and uh, trying to look at different areas, like maybe a DevOps or a low level type systems project.
Hmm.
That's what I've been on the lookout for, and yeah, except that I've not been doing much right now.
Okay, okay. So, you are basically trying to learn more, right?
Right. I'm just trying to look for a new kind of project, not a web development project, but a on a different domain.
Oh, okay, okay. So for that, I would suggest you, like, if you want to go into AI, then there are uh, those classic things, classic ML or something like this. Or one more thing, this there is one thing that I observed very recently, that if you guys wanna do some sort of experimentation, if you have time, then what you can do is there are lots of very specific roles in AI. For example, LLM optimization, for example, ML ops, and kernel developer. Kernel developer is a bit hard, but just for the example. And one more example is can be MCP developer. And again, developer is too cheap. Let's call engineer. And there is one more. There was one more. Some sort of inference engineer. So these things are very niche, but um, if you learn them properly, then there are higher chances of getting an opportunity. And the best part is you will not find very much saturation in it. So if you're, let's say, good at inference engineering, I think I lost the internet again. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so where I was?
You were talking about niche roles in
Yeah,
AI.
yeah. So there is a rise in these niche roles, like inference engineer or LLM optimization engineer. So again, I'm not very sure. I'm not like you can spend your next 10 years in this, but I have seen it a lot. So if you get obsessed with these things, very niche things, and they are in AI, so there are higher chances that things will grow in it. So if you pick it up and very niche skill, and then you are the most one of the most unique engineer, and the chances of get hitting something will be really big and a lot. If you also, given the fact that you also post about it, you write blogs, and you basically increase your digital footprint, then you may find a really great opportunity, to be honest. And I probably, there is a guy named, I don't know what's his name, Hershey or something like this, but he used to do some sort of optimization, and he posted once about his a model he optimized. I think I'm not very correct, I think, but he did something like this, and he got a great job offer, to be honest. So that's just a thought experiment, but I've seen it.
Yeah, what about the role of forward deployed engineer? It's kind of new in the market.
Yeah, I also don't have, to be honest, much idea about it. Honestly, I will probably search.
They're saying that it's an slightly advanced version of the traditional software engineering.
Yeah, see, things are like most of the things are same. 95% of the things are always same. It's all about engineering. It's nothing more than that. So they can name it anything. They can name it like anything, forward deployed engineer or whatever. So by the under the hood, all the titles, if you mix it up, then all of you will just find an engineer. Nothing like that. Any other question, Shiv, before my internet goes totally off? Hello, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah. Any other question? Shiv.
No, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. So first of all, extremely sorry for this problem. I'm in my village, and I'm really sorry for the internet connection. I will make sure it will not happen from the next time. Is it audible? Um, Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. So my screen is still blank, so I'm not able to see any one of you guys. But so let's do the session next Sunday. And if you guys face any problem, then feel free to ping me on Slack, and I will be there to help. Okay. So bye everyone, and see you. Very best of luck to all of you guys. Can you guys hear me? My screen
Yes,
is
yes,
again
yes.
again blank. Okay. So bye. Good night.